Getting pregnant should not be a problem after watching this video, because everything I'm going to be explaining in this video is all about how you can get pregnant. So if you're that kind of person that has been finding it very difficult to get pregnant, as a man you have been finding it very difficult to get your woman pregnant, then you need to watch this video to the end so you can learn everything I have for you about this particular topic. Now, one of the things you should do if you're finding it very difficult to get pregnant is having sex frequently. Now, there is something you must understand about pregnancy. Pregnancy only happens during your ovulation. So as a man, when you're only having sex occasionally, you have sex just once a month, twice in a year, you can't get your woman pregnant, because you might have sex with her when she's not ovulating. And when you have sex with her when she's not ovulating, you might just be having sex for fun. So it's always advisable you have sex frequently, most especially for women that don't even know their ovulation date. If you don't know your ovulation date, it's advisable you have sex frequently so that you can have sex when you're ovulating and you get pregnant as a woman. Now, the other thing you must always consider when you are finding it very difficult to get pregnant is infection. You must always make sure you treat an infection if you are finding it very difficult to get pregnant, because infection is one of the major causes of infertility among men and women. So as a man, when you are having an infection in your body and you don't treat it, it can make your testes inflamed, it can make your epididymis inflamed, and for that reason you produce sperm cells that are not healthy. And when you are producing sperm cells that are not healthy, then that means your sperm cells cannot fertilize your woman's egg, and you need to also make sure you are treating an infection. As a woman, infection can make your uterus inflamed, can make your fallopian tubes inflamed, your ovaries inflamed, and when all of these organs are inflamed, you can't get pregnant. Because even when the sperm cells fertilize your egg, you might not be able to attain pregnancy, because that particular fertilized egg will not be able to attach itself to the uterus, your womb. And that's why you need to always treat yourself from infection anytime you are finding it very difficult to get pregnant. Now, it's not just about treating infection. There are times whereby you as a woman might experience signs and symptoms and the man will not experience signs and symptoms. But that does not mean the man does not have the infection. So you must always treat yourselves together. If a woman is treating an infection, the man must also treat his infection. The partner must also treat an infection as well, because it's sexually transmitted. That's why we call it sexually transmitted diseases. And that's why you must always treat partners together. The other thing people neglect, and it's very important to consider, is managing hormonal imbalance. When we talk about hormonal imbalance, we don't just mean women managing their hormonal imbalance. Men can also have hormonal imbalance, whereby you have a low level of testosterone, and this particular hormone is the hormone that is responsible for triggering the production of your sperm cells. So when this hormone is low in your body, it can make you not produce sperm cells in adequate quantity. And when it is high, it can also cause some abnormalities, and that's why you need to always manage hormonal imbalance. As a woman, you need to check for follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, prolactin hormone, progesterone hormone, and other hormones in your body to make sure they are not high or too low. And when they are too low or they are too high in your body, there's a certain medication that will be given to you to kind of normalize the level of these hormones in your body. As a man, when the level of testosterone is high or low, there's a medication that will also be given to you to normalize the level of this particular hormone. And that's one of the things you must also do when you are finding it very difficult to get pregnant. The other thing people always neglect and people don't even consider is their diet. When you are unable to get pregnant, you need to check the kind of food you are eating, because there are some diets that are not fertility friendly. There are diets that don't contain some major minerals or vitamins that can facilitate your fertility. So you must always eat diets that contain things like zinc, magnesium, to help in producing quality egg as a man, to help your sperm cells to be healthy. One of the food you can always consume is vegetables. Green vegetables, they are very good in magnesium and zinc. This can help you in producing quality sperm as a man. As a woman, it can help you to produce quality egg. It's not every time you keep taking medications. There are times whereby you just need to go back and check the kind of food you eat, because this might be responsible for your infertility as a person. You must also make sure you are not on family planning pills, because when you're on family planning pills, you might not get pregnant. You will not even get pregnant, because family planning pills mostly contain hormones, and these hormones have their way of suppressing your ability to get pregnant or your ability to produce egg as a woman. So you must check yourself to make sure you are not on family planning pills or medications when you want to get pregnant. And if you're that kind of person that have been on family planning pills, maybe you stopped taking family planning pills for the past 3 months and you are still unable to get pregnant, please do well to visit your doctor so they can give you a medication that can normalize the level of your hormones. Because the problem that might be wrong with you is due to hormonal imbalance, because those family planning pills are hormones themselves. So they tend to change some kind of settings in your body, and when you don't manage it at early stage, it can make it a kind of normal pattern in your body and you find it very difficult to get pregnant. For women, you might have problem with your organs, and one of the organs you might have problem with is your uterus, your fallopian tube, your ovaries majorly, and sometimes your cervix. And the only way you can know if you're having problems with these organs is when you go for an abdominal ultrasound scan. So if you are finding it very difficult to get pregnant as a woman, you need to make sure you go for an abdominal ultrasound scan to check if there are masses in your uterus, to check if there are scars in your uterus, to know if there are some kind of fibroid and other things like that in your uterus, so you can know the kind of medication you should take, and if you're to carry out surgery to remove all of them, so you can gain your fertility back. The other thing that people misunderstand and they feel it is the major reason for their infertility is sex position. Sex position does not matter at all when it comes to getting pregnant, because sperm cells don't need any motivation to be transported to the ovaries. They can swim by themselves if at all the sperms are healthy. So you must not stress yourself by carrying out some kind of funny sex styles all in the name of getting pregnant. It doesn't really matter at all. So after watching this video, if you find it very helpful, please do help to subscribe to our channel so you can get more amazing videos like this. And if you have questions you wish to ask about this particular topic, or you're that kind of person that have tried all of this I just explained and you're not still getting pregnant, please do help to drop it in the comment section so we can discuss about it. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you next time.